Shalom Akim out there, and all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashmi Shine another week. In terms of doing this work, man, like I'm always gonna say, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the very end of this revival of ancient Rome. The world of hell that we live in today, this grudgy, dirty tunnel of a world, the valley of the shadow of death that we call it, which we get that from Psalms 23. And you brothers just stay up, you stay firm, stay in order in the spirit. If there's any issues amongst you brethren out there, solve it, sort it out, and focus, keep your eyes on the prize, man, because we just about home. We're at the precipice of anything can happen nowadays, man. You know what I mean? And this is all we got. We gotta just be the best of what we have right here. Come out here every single week, be prepared, be out to teach. And don't let your guard down, man. Keep the spirit of the Lord on you. And I pray for all the Akim out there, man. Let's push this truth. The four winds of the earth and all of that stuff like that, And double honor to the apostles as well, which taught us this truth. Great salutations to them. All right, and that's it right there, man. So we just gonna get the Lord's program started. All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy about the up and coming calamities that's about to befall the civilization. Okay, which I call it personally the revival of ancient Rome. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get started out with a scripture. So read what you got, brother.
The prophet Isaiah 47 verse 1.
And without further ado, I want to also say this as well, that we out here for the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians who are indeed the real Jews that the Bible speaks about. And I'd like to give all praises and glory once again to our Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahushua, okay, whom the world calls Jesus Christ and whom the world calls God. Okay, those are the two entities that we stand in the name of, man. Okay, so keep what you got.
It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Right, so it says to come down and sit down, O virgin of daughter of Babylon. So what does it mean to sit down? Okay, meaning the Lord is going to bring the whole entire system of Babylon down, which modern day Babylon is America today. All right, how would it be brought down? Just look around the world. It's being brought down specifically as you know it, economically. All right, morally, all sorts of aspects of America today, which is known as Babylon, all right, is being brought down to the ground on all corners. Like I said, economically, morally, jobs are being cut off. All right, the financial, the dollar itself is only worth 2 cents. Okay, so this whole entire system, aka also known as the revival of ancient Rome, is crumbling down. All right, so go on.
There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
There is no throne, O daughters of the Chaldeans, because your Chaldeans in the ancient world, they were what you call the Ethiopians today, but they were known as the Cushites. That's what they were known back then, prior to when they got their name Ethiopia. But what these group of men were doing, the Chaldeans, they were very good at specializing in witchcraft, sorcery, etc. So the modern day, being that we're in modern day Babylon, okay, your modern day Chaldeans in this modern day Babylonian system is what you call the Illuminati, okay, or the secret societies of the world. These are the guys that do all sorts of sorcery and witchcraft and sacrifice children and do all sorts of weird things that your mind can't comprehend, people. Okay? Go on, brother.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, go on.
Take the millstones and grind meal.
Go on.
And cover thy locks, make bare the leg.
Right, what does it mean to cover thy locks and make bare the leg? Meaning, basically America's going to get exposed for the injustice that has been done in that land. Okay, and also more things that are being done. How the people are being wronged on certain economical standpoints. All right, the Illuminati, the secret societies, the trilateral commissions, etc., etc. So all of these things are coming out. You're going, brother.
Numbers 35 verse 33.
Yeah, go on.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Right.
For blood it defileth the
So
land.
it says, for blood it defileth the land. Go on.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
Right. For the land cannot be cleansed for the blood shed therein. Go on.
But by the blood of him that shed it.
But by the blood of him that shed it. So the only way America is going to be cleansed is the way that the Lord has it set up already. And the way the Lord is going to set up America to be destroyed is by those ICBM nuclear missiles. When World War III erupts out of nowhere. Okay, when you have a proliferation of atomic nuclear missiles hitting ground zero on that land that you call America today, which is known as Babylon, old version daughter of Babylon. Okay, go on, brother.
Going back. It says, Isaiah 47 verse 2, but take the millstones and grind meal.
Right.
And cover thy locks, make bare the leg.
Make bare the leg. So that's what so reverting back to what I was going into. That's dealing with how America is so unjust. Okay, not only to so-called Negroes, black people, but also to its own people. Okay, how they're being wronged. How you have people that are their jobs are being shipped overseas, and you have the large amount of people they have to basically depend on the government support system, which they call it over there Section 8, and they got to use these EBT cards to get, you know, different food stamps and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But what they're going to start doing is they're going to further push the people against the wall by doing away with that EBT card system. And they're going to do the same thing down here as well. And the reason why I'm pinpointing America, because America is the influence of this whole entire society. This revival of ancient Rome. Okay, this grudging satanic system. Where you have a bunch of devils and pedophiles that run this whole entire system. Okay? That's the truth. That's the true reality that we're living in. Wicked, evil, sadistic, unbenevolent people run this entire system. And we are the men of the Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shah. We are the men on the right-hand side. Okay? And what I mean by us being the men on the right-hand side, we're the righteous men. Okay, we're the elect of the righteous, and you have the elect or the elite of the wicked. Okay? And all you people that's walking past, you're just caught up in the middle. You don't know what's going on. Okay, but the higher up bankers, they know who we are. They know that we're the men of the Lord. They know that the prophets are going to once again stand on their feet, pursuant to the book of Revelation, the 11th chapter. But the regular, everyday Johns and James on the street, they have no clue what's going on. All they know about is living that pub life, getting drunk, watching TV, okay, listening to rap music, listening to all type of demonic possessed sort of music, man. That's all these people ever know. And to enjoy themselves and to live life. And this life is short, man. Okay? The Lord is going to destroy what you call this life. You're going, brother.
It says, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Right.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right, so it says thy nakedness shall be uncovered, because America's being exposed for what it truly is. Okay? I mean, and I can be here all day naming the abominable transgressions that America has been pushing. Okay? Transsexual, homosexual, this sexual, that sexual. And they're going to start, and what they're doing is they got toilets out there. All right, you got certain toilets that are made for those sort of people. So that's being exposed for the world to see. That's why it says uncover the thigh, because when you basically take away the what is it? When you pull the skirt down of a woman, her nakedness is shown. So that's the signification of the madness that is being exposed and what America is all about and what the society represents. Man, go on, brother.
They were saying within a month they could have a first transgender MP.
Wow, you see that?
Here in the UK.
You see that? But see, the thing with the UK is influenced by the American system. That's why they're pushing that agenda, man. Where you're going to have an MP that's going to be a transgender. And even inside these churches too, you're going to have homosexual pastors too. So this whole society is being exposed to the men of the Lord for what it really is and exactly where it's going. Okay? And even for certain countries, because you got certain countries like Russia, they don't really deal with that program. They don't really deal with that sodomistic program. Okay? They keep their country old school and official. Alright, you got certain countries like that that's keeping their country official and old school like it used to be. Alright, so everything's being exposed for the corruptness that the society is all about, man. Go on, brother. Yeah, go on.
Revelation 17 verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Right.
And decked with gold and precious stones.
And decked with gold and precious stones. Go on.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
Full of abominations. What are the abominations? The laws that they passed. Okay, like we was going into earlier before, you got transgender, you got homosexual, you got this sexual, bisexual. There's so many genders of sexuals now that it's just out of line, man. And what happens is when you have all of that madness multiplying, what goes on is diseases. You see, and you got certain cities in America that are plagued with sexually transmitted diseases. See, you understand? So that's what happens. That's the consequence of what happens when you go against the laws of God. When you go against the laws of God, all right, on this planet, then there comes a consequence. All right, you might catch hepatitis C, you might catch hepatitis B or E, or all three of them all put together. That's the consequence right there for going against the law, going against nature, as the Lord created nature to be. It tells us in the scriptures that the Lord created everything in his knowledge. So we're supposed to exercise the laws and enforce the laws in the knowledge of the Heavenly Father on this planet. But we all understand that basically the group of people ultimately is not going to do that. You understand? Because when you deal with the biblical nations, they all have a spiritual attribute, and the main group of people that's ruling right now, you know, is basically so-called Europeans, and they're known as Esau in the Bible. That's why I use the term so-called Europeans, because that's not your original name. Your original name is Esau, and there's a lot of information coming out nowadays on Esau being the so-called Europeans today. When you locate that name Esau, and if you go further enough and you do your own investigation, you'll find out that they go back to the so-called Europeans. All right? And information's coming out on who we truly are, the so-called Negroes that went on cargo slave ships. The information is coming out being that we are the original Jews that the Bible speaks about. Okay? And that's just the whole thing. And you know, you got these people out here, just for the record, I want to just bring this out. You know, that think we're Muslims and we're this and that, we're that. When we come out here, we read this Bible every single week. Okay, who we are is we're the prophets of God. That's who we are. Just so that you people understand who we are. You know, we're not like these regular so-called Negroes you see walking up and down the street without a clue of what's going on. We're the men of God. Okay, and we're going to be your next rulers in the world to come. That's why the Lord is setting up a standard by using his men that you see in the highways and the byways, the real prophets of God. Bringing out the Bible. Go on, brother.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication.
And full of abomination and filthiness in her hands. So we've explained the filthiness that America's been bringing forth. So that's why America is going to be brought down to the ground. And its whole entire system altogether. And ultimately, that's why you got those Iranians over there, you got those Russians over there, overseas. They're getting prepared for the nuclear war. Because it's time for judgment now. Because if we stay here for another 40 years, all of the trees would be cut down. The ecosystem would be furtherly jacked up as it is right now. But it would be a lot more worse. And the reason why society would be a lot more worse is because we have a nation of people that's in power, that are known as the wicked, okay, that are known as the evil. And when you have a bunch of evil people running the planet, what do you have out of that? You have negative vibration. you have a wicked, evil, negative vibration, which is the vibration of death. So anything that involves life is cut down to the ground. It's destroyed. And that's what Esau is all about. Destroying everything that has life in it. Go on, brother.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink,
Right.
that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also,
Yeah.
that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right, and also polluting the people with all sorts of madness, ideologies to destroy the people, and mainly our people, man. Like, for example, you got this rap music that's being perpetrated through the airwaves for years, man, repetitively. Got our people thinking that that's what they're all about, and got the rest of the people to believe that that's our culture's rap music. Okay, the men that you see out here with the robes on, holding the Bibles in their hands, that's the real culture of the so-called black man that went on cargo slave ships. And we're just a few men that's enforcing and showing you and revealing you the real truth of our culture. This is our culture. We don't deal with no gangster rap shenanigans. Okay? But see, that's what the so-called white man got people to believe, that that's our culture, and we're just a bunch of savages and animals. Okay, we have low IQs and all of that stuff. But that's all fine and dandy, because see, a lie can only but last so long, but ultimately the truth reveals itself in due time. You understand? There's only so much you can hold the truth down, man. You know, you could take a race, a group of people, and destroy their imagery, throw dirt on their name, okay, and put another covering in front of them, so that when people look at them, they automatically, all of the people would then begin to think that that's what those people are all about. Okay, all he can do is rap, sing, dance. It's like the brother, and I have to shout the brother out. The brother required come back. He went into something that was heavy. Because when you read these scriptures and you find out our true history, which is in this Bible, we're a people of knowledge, man. We're a people of wisdom and understanding. That's who we really are. But see, this world, this white supremacist system, it's got people thinking differently that, you know, the so-called Negro in the Western Hemisphere, he don't know how to do a damn thing, or know how to rap and sing. When we're really the authors of this world, we're the authors of this Bible. The men of the Lord that wrote this Bible were all of the tribes, man. Okay, there was no Edomite that was a prophet. All of the men of the spiritual men of the Lord and the men of wisdom and understanding that wrote these things down in the prophecies were our people. Okay, and this is who we truly are, man. Go on, brother. I didn't mean to jump around. I just wanted to bring that out, man. Because I was just, I felt like bringing that out. Go on.
Revelation.